Who are the Síollach? This section explains how the Síollach see health and wellness, traditionally and today. The vast majority of non-Indigenous peoples in the Okanagan Valley know little or nothing about the Indigenous peoples on whose land they or their settler ancestors have made their homes. Few are aware that the original people are the Syilx peoples. Our territory covers approximately 72,000 square kilometers in south-central British Columbia and north-central Washington. The Okanagan are a part of the Syilx people, which includes the members of the Okanagan Nation Alliance in Canada and the Colville Confederated Tribes in the U.S. Our territory encompasses forests and grasslands, lakes and desert, including rare ecosystems. We have been here since the beginning of people on this land. Syilx Indigenous peoples' traditional knowledge is expressed in Syilxchen, our language. The Chaptik, our story system, and our rights are expressed by living Scalach Okanagan, culturally informed lives. This does not mean going back in time or rejecting technology or ideas from other cultures. However, we must never forget who we are and continuously repair and renew old webs of relations and build new ones that tie us together through extended family relationships to other peoples and the natural world of which we are a part. The word Syilx contains within it a command for each of us to continuously bind and unify with the rest. The command goes beyond human beings to encompass all the strands of life that make up our land. The command is for every strand to twist and unify on a continuous basis. Sukanakinuch, or Okanagan, translates as, the ones who stand on a mountain and are seen and heard from far away. For Syilx people, health is holistic. Our well-being is connected to the land. It is bound up with how we live as families. It is reflected in and nurtured by our culture. It is inseparable from our history. For a long time, the colonial authorities maintained that in order to survive, our people had to adopt European ways. But they were wrong, and we have survived with our own unique worldview, still a defining part of who we are. Over the last 150 years, the harsh history of colonization has negatively impacted the wellness of Syilx people, families, communities, and the nation as a whole. Today, we are emerging as a resilient and determined people, working to revitalize our communities and uplift our people to challenge the barriers we face and restore a high quality of life and self-sufficiency for our communities. We are seeking to return to exercising our right to live in health and peace on our land. We believe that what we do today will impact the next 7 generations, and we wish to leave a legacy for which our people will be renowned. The ONA are deeply concerned about the persistent health gaps and inequities facing our communities. One of the recent initiatives of the ONA has been to apply our Indigenous cultural knowledge to develop a Syilx health plan. This cultural perspective encompasses a holistic approach that includes an understanding that the physical, spiritual, intellectual, and emotional well-being of the individual, family, and community are interconnected. The well-being of one influences the health and well-being of others. The development of the Syilx health plan involved environmental scans of the ONA health landscape and confirmed serious and ongoing health challenges. There is no single way of looking at health. As a people, we are trying to take the best of both Okanagan and mainstream health practices and weave them together. Increasingly, science is showing that our emotions and mental state have a huge impact and connection to our physical health. For the Syilx, health is and always has been holistic, and I want to take a bit more time now to explain why. Colonization has been hard on Syilx families. Every person had a responsibility and a part to play in the way the whole nation lived together in health. The Syilx had a very organized way of life with our children at the heart. All of the family, grandparents, aunts, uncles, as well as moms and dads were responsible for the children. As soon as children began to understand, They were taught skills such as fishing, hunting, tanning hides, making baskets, singing songs, and saying prayers. Children were not taught forcibly or punished for not understanding. They were taught with patience and only as much as they were ready to learn. Harshness was not used. Learning was easy at first and gradually became harder, but only as the child could understand. At different times in the child's life, different relatives were responsible for teaching them. They were taught to respect life and to understand that disrespect brought unhappy consequences. This integrated extended family approach to child rearing was the basis of good government. It meant that we carried the laws inside us, that we had been taught how to act and live right without having someone force us. This integrated extended family approach to child rearing was the basis of good government. It meant that we carried the laws inside us, that we had been taught how to act and live right without having someone force us.